Weiner was sexting, see how she used him to con Hillary Clinton. Late last year, Anthony Weiner was caught in yet another sex scandal, this time only months before the election involving his wife's boss, Hillary Clinton. The repercussions of this scandal cannot be overstated. Not only was the move bad PR, the investigation also spawned a reopening of Clinton's email probe just days before Americans went to the polls. One could argue that it was the sexting scandal that ended a presidency before it even began. Clinton certainly seems to think so. But here's the best part, the 15-year-old girl at the center of case might have set Weiner up on purpose. I knew that Hillary Clinton would be running for president in the year 2016, she told Inside Edition in an exclusive interview. I wanted to see if Anthony was still up to the same antics. And, boy, was he. After the teen sent Weiner a direct message on Twitter, the former congressman responded within minutes and soon they were sexting away. I was disgusted, she said when Weiner sent her a shirtless image of himself and his son. That's part of the reason I came forward. Soon, the story blew up, and so did Clinton's chances of becoming president. What do you think? Did this young girl cost Hillary Clinton the presidency? Share and comment with your thoughts. Jennifer Lawrence just blamed Trump for hurricanes, then got worse news ever. Hollywood hack Jennifer Lawrence said recently in an interview that she thinks that the recent hurricanes have been caused by the Trump voters because they don't believe in man-made climate change. Watch the interview below. It's scary, Jennifer said. You know, it's this new language that's forming, I don't even recognize it. It's also scary to know that climate change is due to human activity, and we continue to ignore it, and the only voice that we really have is through voting. And you have voted very recently, as a country, the interviewer said. And we voted, and it was really startling, Lawrence responded. She then tried to make it seem that Mother Nature's rage and wrath against Trump supporters was bringing the hurricanes. You know you're watching these hurricanes now, and it's really hard, especially while promoting this movie, not to feel Mother Nature's rage and wrath, she stated. These liberals blame everything on Trump. Even though hurricanes have been striking America for hundreds of years, liberals are still trying to blame Trump. Let's send this Hollywood hack a message. Do the following 2 steps. Comment turn off, Jennifer below this article. Share this with 3 Trump voting friends of yours. Jennifer Lawrence is not going to be able to sell another movie to a Trump supporter after this. I will not watch a single one of her movies. Melania sent message to Hurricane Irma victims, suddenly something disgusting happened. Hurricane Irma is a huge storm. It is going to decimate the United States. President Trump is currently working hard with Florida Governor Rick Scott to get supplies to all the people affected, and a state of emergency has been declared in Florida. It's gonna be a big one. In support, Melania Trump sent out a huge message of support for all the people that are going to be affected by the storm. She wrote, "If you are in or near projected path of Hurricane Irma, please listen to local law enforcement in the area. Stay safe." Right on time, liberals started attacking her in the worst way. This is just disgusting. Why do these people think it is? Newly leaked report shows Hillary did not win New Hampshire. Dems are panicking. President Trump won the election fair and square, but more and more evidence keeps piling up that his big win might have been in spite of Democratic voter fraud. First there was the study suggesting millions of non-citizens voted, now there appears to be evidence that thousands of non-residents may have actually given a whole state to Hillary Clinton. New Hampshire House Speaker Sean Jasper, R., reported numbers on Thursday that indicate more than 6,500 people registered to vote in New Hampshire using out-of-state driver's licenses, Washington Times reports. Since the election, many of those people, most of whom were from nearby Massachusetts, never got an in-state license. Some have suggested the state's same-day registration rules could be to blame, as people from Massachusetts, a solidly blue state, could travel to New Hampshire, vote, and then leave in one day. White House policy advisor Stephen Miller was unsurprised by Jasper's findings, saying, "Having worked before on a campaign in New Hampshire, I can tell you that this issue of busing voters into New Hampshire is widely known by anyone who's worked in New Hampshire politics. It's very real. It's very serious. This morning, on this show, is not the venue for me to lay out all the evidence. Leave it to Democrats to travel for miles around just to tell other people how they should be governed, in a state they don't even live in. Here's the three numbers you need to know. 6,540 people registered and voted on the same day, November 8, by showing out-of-state licenses. About 5,300 of those people had not received a New Hampshire driver's license or registered a vehicle in New Hampshire several months later. President Trump lost New Hampshire by 2,736 votes. This seems like pretty strong evidence of suspicious voting activity, with real consequences for elections. Don't be surprised if you don't hear the media advertise this though, and this absolutely needs to get out there, so share it loud and proud, patriots. H/T Washington Times. SHE's mad Maxine Waters just blamed the right for something crazy. Maxine Waters loves making everything about herself. And since she's a liberal, she likes playing the victim, too. This week, she managed to kill two birds with one stone. During a House Financial Services Committee meeting on domestic terrorist attacks, Waters referenced the Oklahoma City bombing, the Pulse nightclub shooting in Orlando, and the ISIS-inspired shooting in San Bernardino. Then, she made it all about Maxine. "Do you have any thoughts about what can we do to begin to deal with the KKK, the white nationalists, the extremists, the alt-right?" Waters asked the room. "They're on the internet, they're Breitbart. If you look at the YouTube, you see how they want to kill me and others. What can we do?" Her rant was met with complete silence, so she tried again. "Anybody?" The room was likely taken aback by the Congresswoman's off-topic and bizarre tirade. You can almost hear them thinking, Breitbart is trying to kill her? Really? But Mad Maxine doesn't care. This rant is hardly the craziest thing she has said. And it won't be her last. Too bad. Does Maxine Waters have a point? Or was this just another stop on the crazy Maxine train? Share and comment. Melania just revealed one of her and Baron's favorite things, and then did something incredible. Melania and Baron are very close. She is famously protective over her 11-year-old son, keeping him out of the spotlight and helping to ensure he has a normal childhood. She's a great mother, and also a great First Lady. September 6th this week was National Book Day, and Melania got on Twitter to encourage everyone to take time to sit down and read a book. It's a great message, but it didn't end there. Melania revealed that one of her and Baron's favorite books to read together is Dr. Seuss' The Places You'll Go. And, in that spirit, she's sending Dr. Seuss books to schools all over the country. She will be sending one school in each state a package of 10 books, including classics like Green Eggs and Ham, The Cat in the Hat, One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish, and of course, The Places You'll Go. Each package will contain a letter from the First Lady, saying, "Getting an education is perhaps the most important and wondrous opportunity of your young lives. Remember, the key to achieving your dreams begins with learning to read." Here's her full official message. Honestly, this is way too sweet, and all the kids that get those books are going to remember their special gift from our special First Lady. Melania truly has a heart of gold and is looking out for America's kids. Let's get some positive news in our feeds by sharing this far and wide. Rest in peace. Moments after Fox fired Eric Bolling, something tragic happened. Today is a very sad day for Eric Bolling and his once thriving family. Just yesterday he learned he was being fired from his job at Fox News over allegations of decades of sexual harassment by employees and guests alike. However, that firing pales in comparison of what happened to the Bolling family today. Just the early hours after Bolling learned his fate, his 19-year-old son committed suicide. According to reports from TMZ, Eric Bolling's son, Eric Chase, was heartbroken by the controversy around his dad. One Fox News source told them he had been extremely embarrassed and emotionally upset by the case. There has still been no trial against Bolling. He has not had his day in court yet. However, this is the kind of dangerous effect the shaming culture in American media has. Yes, if Eric Bolling did sexually harass women with dick pics, he deserved to be fired. If he raped any of them, he should go to jail. Nobody disagrees on that. What we do disagree on is the extreme mental health damage that these public shamings has on their targets. This is not an unfortunate consequence. The mainstream media does this intentionally. They pick a target and then laugh as they watch him, her burn. Bolling still has the support of his Fox News friends like Sean Hannity and Geraldo Rivera, as well as unexpected support from Don Lemon, who tried to comfort their former co-worker in his time of need. This is not about the sexual harassment or even the destructive tendencies of the media. This is about the mourning of a 19-year-old who loved his dad and was heartbroken to see what they did to him. God bless Eric Bolling and his wife in their time